Food safety plays a subtle but important role. As well, lentils are moist protein-containing foods. If they sit out too long before refrigeration or are reheated unevenly, heat-tolerant bacteria can multiply. This doesn't always lead to obvious food poisoning. Instead, it may show up as lingering heaviness, mild cramping, or unpredictable digestive upset later in the day. The solution isn't to stop eating leftovers, it's to handle them wisely. Cook lentils once, portion them immediately, and refrigerate what you'll eat within 48 hours. Freeze the rest to preserve nutrients and reduce bacterial growth. When reheating, warm only the portion you plan to eat and heat it evenly. Even better, vary how you use lentils. One day as a warm stew, another day added to a fresh salad or blended into a spread, so you're not reheating the same dish again and again. When lentils are treated as a fresh food, digestion often becomes lighter and more predictable, and once reheating is no longer quietly undermining their benefits, the next mistake becomes impossible to ignore. Because what many people add to lentils for flavor may be placing far more strain on the heart, gut, and blood vessels than they ever imagined. Mistake number 4. Pairing lentils with processed meats, canceling their heart protective benefits. The fourth lentil mistake is deeply rooted in tradition, which is exactly why it becomes so dangerous after 60. It's pairing lentils with processed meats, such as sausages, bacon, ham, chorizo, or cured meats for added flavor and richness. These combinations may smell comforting and taste familiar, but metabolically they quietly work against your heart, gut, and blood vessels as you age. Lentils are naturally anti-inflammatory. They're rich in soluble fiber, plant protein, and polyphenols that help lower cholesterol, support healthy blood sugar, and calm the digestive system. Processed meats do the opposite. They're loaded with excess sodium, nitrites, oxidized fats, and advanced glycation end products, compounds known to increase inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. When these foods are eaten together, the inflammatory burden from the meat can cancel out many of lentils' protective effects. After 60, the body becomes more sensitive to sodium and chemical additives. Kidneys filter more slowly, blood vessels lose flexibility, and blood pressure responds more dramatically to salt intake. A single serving of sausage or cured meat can contain nearly an entire day's worth of sodium. When combined with lentils, this can lead to water retention, elevated blood pressure, and added strain on the heart, even if the rest of the meal seems healthy. There's also a gut-level issue most people never connect. Lentils rely on healthy gut bacteria to ferment their fiber and produce short-chain fatty acids, which support the gut lining and reduce inflammation. Processed meats disrupt this process by encouraging less favorable gut bacteria. The result can be bloating, heaviness, and digestive discomfort, which many seniors mistakenly blame on lentils rather than the meat pairing. Long-term, this habit carries even greater risk. Large population studies consistently show that frequent consumption of processed meats is linked to higher rates of cardiovascular disease and colorectal cancer, risks that rise sharply with age. When lentils are regularly paired with these meats, a food meant to protect longevity quietly becomes part of the problem. The solution is not to remove protein, it's to choose the right kind. Lentils pair far better with clean protein sources such as skinless chicken or turkey, eggs, fresh fish added after cooking, tofu, tempeh, or a small handful of nuts or seeds. Flavor can come from onions, garlic, ginger, bay leaf, cumin, coriander, turmeric, black pepper, fresh or dried herbs, and finish with a squeeze of lemon juice or splash of apple cider vinegar. These ingredients don't just add flavor, they support digestion, reduce inflammation, and enhance mineral absorption. When lentils are cooked this way, they nourish quietly instead of overstimulating the body. And once this mistake is corrected, the next one becomes obvious. Because even perfectly seasoned lentils can still leave you bloated or unsatisfied if something essential is missing from the plate. Mistake number 6. Eating lentils without healthy fats or vegetables, why they leave you full but unsatisfied. The 6th lentil mistake comes from good intentions. Many adults over 60 prepare lentils with little more than water and salt, believing that simple automatically means healthy. But eating lentils without healthy fats or vegetables quietly limits their benefits and even make digestion harder as we age. Lentils are rich in fiber and plant protein, but they are naturally very low in fat. Fat plays an important role in digestion, especially after 60.
Without some fat in the meal, the body struggles to absorb fat-soluble nutrients from vegetables eaten that day, and digestion becomes less efficient overall. This is one reason lentil-only meals often leave people feeling overly full, bloated, yet strangely unsatisfied. As we age, stomach acid and digestive enzymes decline. When lentils are eaten alone, their dense fiber can sit heavily in the gut, leading to pressure, gas, or prolonged fullness. Many seniors interpret this as lentils being too heavy, when in reality the meal is incomplete, forcing the digestive system to work harder than it should. Vegetables are equally important.
Complete protein. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, but what you combine it with that makes the difference. Mistake number 4. Eating too many walnuts with kidney problems. Walnuts are often praised for their potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium, minerals that help the heart beat steadily, keep bones strong, and support healthy nerves. For most people, these are good things, but for seniors living with kidney disease, eating too many walnuts can quietly turn dangerous. Here's why. Healthy kidneys filter excess potassium and phosphorus from the blood, keeping levels balanced. But in chronic kidney disease, CKD, those filters don't work as well. Walnuts are high in both minerals. 1 ounce contains about 125 milligrams of phosphorus and 125 milligrams of potassium. If the kidneys can't clear these efficiently, they build up in the bloodstream. Too much potassium can lead to hyperkalemia, a condition that may cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, or even sudden cardiac arrest. Excess phosphorus, on the other hand, can weaken bones and contribute to calcification in the arteries, raising heart risk even further. For seniors already struggling with kidney issues, this combination can be especially harmful. I once counseled Mr. Ramirez, a 72-year-old with stage 3 kidney disease. He started snacking on 2 handfuls of walnuts a day because he'd read they were heart healthy. Within a few months, his lab tests showed elevated potassium and phosphorus levels. He began experiencing fatigue and occasional heart palpitations. His nephrologist advised him to cut back on walnuts, and once he did, his symptoms eased and his lab numbers stabilized. Science confirms this caution. The National Kidney Foundation warns that nuts, while nutritious, should be eaten sparingly in people with kidney disease due to their phosphorus and potassium load. Seniors who often take multiple medications that also affect kidney function are at even greater risk. So what's the solution? If you have kidney disease, you don't have to avoid walnuts completely, but portion control is essential. Stick to a small handful once or twice a week, rather than daily. Balance walnuts with other lower potassium kidney-friendly foods like apples, grapes, or rice cakes. And always check with your doctor or dietitian to see how walnuts fit into your individual kidney care plan. Here's the bottom line. Walnuts are powerful, but for seniors with kidney disease, too much can quietly strain the body. Moderation, medical guidance, and careful balance are the keys. Remember, the right food for one person can be the wrong food for another, especially when kidneys need extra care. Mistake number 5. Pairing walnuts with diet soda. Many seniors reach for walnuts as a healthy snack, but wash them with a can of diet soda thinking it's a smart way to balance health and enjoyment. No sugar, no calories. What could go wrong, they tell themselves. But here's the truth. Pairing walnuts with diet soda can actually undo many of the health benefits walnuts are supposed to provide. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants, which work to reduce inflammation and protect the heart. Diet sodas, on the other hand, are filled with artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin. Research published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology has shown that frequent consumption of artificial sweeteners is linked to higher risks of heart disease, weight gain, and even type 2 diabetes, exactly the conditions walnuts are meant to help prevent. When consumed together, the benefits of walnuts can be blunted. Artificial sweeteners may disrupt the gut microbiome, reducing the absorption of antioxidants and healthy fats. For seniors who already have more delicate digestion, this can mean less protection for the heart,
brain, and immune system. I recall Mrs. Thompson, a 69-year-old who kept a small container of walnuts in her purse. Every afternoon, she'd snack on a handful with a can of Diet Cola. She believed it was the perfect combination, healthy nuts and a calorie-free drink. But over time, she began experiencing bloating, cravings for sweets, and rising blood sugar levels. When she replaced the soda with sparkling water flavored with lemon, she noticed fewer cravings, better digestion, and even improved energy. There's also the matter of metabolic confusion. Studies suggest that artificial sweeteners trick the brain into expecting sugar. When no calories arrive, the body craves more food later, leading to overeating. This cancels out the satiety effect walnuts normally provide, leaving seniors vulnerable to weight gain. So what's the solution? Walnuts are best paired with drinks that support, not sabotage, their benefits. Try water with a slice of citrus, unsweetened herbal tea, or even plain sparkling water. These options hydrate the body, aid digestion, and let walnuts do their job of nourishing your heart and brain. Here's the bottom line. Walnuts and diet soda may seem harmless together, but this pairing can quietly cancel out health benefits and invite new risks. Remember, it's not just what you eat, it's also what you drink with it that shapes your health. Mistake number 6. Eating many walnuts without getting enough vitamin C. Walnuts are famous for their healthy fats and antioxidants. But here's something many seniors don't realize. If you eat a lot of walnuts without also getting enough vitamin C, you may not be getting the full benefits, and you could even increase oxidative stress in your body. Here's why. Walnuts are rich in polyunsaturated fats, particularly omega-3 fatty acids. While these fats protect the heart and brain, they are also highly prone to oxidation, a process where fats become unstable and produce harmful free radicals. Normally, antioxidants like vitamin C neutralize these free radicals, but if your vitamin C level is low, the fats in walnuts can actually contribute to inflammation rather than reduce it. Studies confirm this. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that vitamin C plays a key role in protecting polyunsaturated fats from oxidation inside the body. Without it, the very compounds meant to protect your heart may end up damaging your blood vessels. I remember Mr. Daniels, a 71-year-old who ate walnuts daily as his main snack. He avoided fruit because it upset his stomach, so his diet was low in vitamin C. Over time, he began experiencing more frequent fatigue and noticed his skin bruised easily. When his doctor checked, his vitamin C levels were borderline deficient. After adding simple sources of vitamin C, like bell peppers and strawberries, alongside his walnuts, his energy improved and his blood pressure readings became steadier. The combination of walnuts and vitamin C is especially important for seniors since aging naturally reduces antioxidant defenses. Without enough vitamin C, the balance tips towards oxidative stress, which is linked to faster aging, joint pain, and higher risk of heart disease. So what's the solution? If you enjoy walnuts daily, make sure you're also eating vitamin C-rich foods. Pair walnuts with citrus fruits, berries, kiwi, or even a small glass of orange or grapefruit juice if it doesn't interfere with medications. This way, you're not only enjoying the healthy fats in walnuts, you're protecting them and letting them work for your heart and brain. Here's the bottom line. Walnuts and vitamin C are partners. One provides the healthy fats, the other protects those fats from harm. Remember, even the best foods need the right allies to unlock their full power. Mistake number 8. Cooking walnuts too long in porridge. Oatmeal or porridge is one of the most common breakfasts for seniors in the U.S. Warm, filling, and easy to digest, many people love to add walnuts for extra crunch and heart-healthy fats. It seems like the perfect combination, but here's the mistake. If you cook walnuts directly in porridge for